Welcome to this Yoga Nidra practice. I invite you to find a really comfy spot to lie down, maybe in your bed or maybe on a yoga mat, and get yourself really comfortable. Grab yourself a couple essential oils, grab maybe an eye pillow to block out any light that might be streaming in. And the idea in this practice is that we're bringing ourselves into a really deep state of meditation. Yoga Nidra, or Nidra, loosely translates to yogic sleep. So during this practice, you might fall asleep, and that's totally fine. You might even use this practice as a sleep aid and listen to it right as you're headed to bed at the end of the day, or perhaps just as a way of winding down after a busy day, and you can hold the attention of not falling asleep. So we are endeavoring to bring ourselves into that space of in between wakefulness and sleeping. So you might even call it the subconscious mind. So once you've got your oils, go ahead and apply. I'm going to throw a drop of lavender in my hand and breathe in from my palms. Lavender, as you likely know, has many calming, relaxing properties and is a beautiful oil to use at the end of the day when you're winding down. I'm also going to throw a little bit of my frankincense roller on my wrists and a little bit on my temples and on my brow. I love frankincense for meditation, for its ability to help focus and center us. And it's one of those oils that's been used for centuries for the practice of prayer and meditation. So it's a favorite for me. Okay, so once you're all oiled up, you're lying down comfortably, I invite you to close your eyes and we'll begin. So just to begin, you can take notice of the quality of your breath. And just start by taking in some really deep breaths to get yourself focusing on the sensation of the inhales and the exhales as they travel in and out of your body. Allow them to move freely through the nose and wash back out either through the nose or maybe even through the mouth for the first handful of breaths, just to really ground into your body and into this moment. You might even let out a few sighs or sounds as you settle in. So making any minor adjustments in your body as you start to tune into the sensations that you feel. Feel your connection points between the body and the bed or the body and the floor. Feel the weight of your head against your pillow or your yoga mats or your carpet. Feel the rising and the falling in your belly and in your chest as the wave of your breath washes in and out. Notice the weight of gravity pressing onto your skin, onto your belly, onto the features of your face. And soak in the space around you as well, while remaining with your eyes sealed, just taking in any sounds that might be reaching your ears. Breathing in any scents that may be wafting in the air. And just completely soaking in this moment as you prepare to take your conscious mind on a journey through the body. So allow your mind to slowly empty of any thoughts that you've brought with you to this practice. Any thoughts of past or of future, letting whatever you've been busy with today settle into the back of the mind, setting it to the side, and just allowing yourself some freedom here in this moment to just simply be here. With nothing else to do, nothing else to take up your attention. Your only task here is to simply be. You might begin to evoke a feeling of gladness or contentment as you simply just mingle in your breath, mingle in this moment in time. So let's now set an intention for this practice and allow that intention to be to simply remain present in every step of the meditation. Remain connected to your awareness as you shine the light of your awareness throughout the entire body. And as we move throughout the different areas of our body, I'd like you to imagine that when that specific place is named, imagine that you place a tiny twinkling little light, like a little tiny star. Place that little light of awareness onto the part of the body that is called out, and simply simmer in that awareness. So if you could imagine that your body was like a dark night sky, and as we scan through the body, we'll place our tiny star-like points of lights upon the different points until the entire body is illuminated like a starry constellation in the sky. So let's first bring our awareness to the brow, smoothing out any tension here, softening the eyebrows and placing a star-like point of light at the center of the brow. Place a light on the left eyebrow, on the right eyebrow. Bringing your awareness to the tip of your nose, placing a light. and then down to the center top portion of your lips, a starlight point of light. Place a light on the center bottom lip, and then traveling inward, place a star-like point of light on the tip of the tongue, on the inside of the left cheek, on the inside of the right cheek, on the roof of the mouth, and in the space underneath the tongue, place a star-like point of light. Bring your awareness to the right cheekbone, placing a shining light, and onto the left cheekbone. Now bringing the awareness into the eyes, placing a star-like point of light onto the left eye, onto the right eye, and then onto the left eyelid, and onto the right eyelid. Lowering down now to the lower left lid and even the space just below the eye socket. And then over to the space below the right lower lid and eye socket. A tiny twinkling point of light. Softening into these spaces and traveling downward to the chin, placing a light along the chin, along the left jawbone, and then along the right jawbone. Shifting your awareness to your ears, placing a light onto the right earlobe and the top of the right ear. Scanning to the other side, placing a star-like point of light onto the left earlobe and the top of the left ear. Shifting your awareness back into center and moving downwards, placing a star-like point of light onto the throat. Softening and breathing naturally, placing a star-like point of light at the center of the collarbones. Placing a light on the top of the right shoulder, on the top of the left shoulder. Scanning back into center and settling in the center of the chest, placing a star-like point of light. Now moving downward through the right arm, place a star-like point of light onto the right elbow, onto the right wrist. Place your awareness into the tip of your pinky finger, the tip of your ring finger, the tip of your middle finger, the tip of your index finger, and then the tip of the thumb. Finally, resting your awareness and a star-like point of light in the center of the palm. Traveling your awareness back up through the right arm and shifting over to the opposite side of the body, place a star-like point of light onto the left elbow, down to the left wrist. Place a point of light onto the left pinky finger the left ring finger, the left middle finger, the left index finger, and the left thumb, a star-like point of light. Finally placing this light, your awareness, into the center of the left palm, breathing fully. Shifting your awareness back up the left arm and traveling back into the center of the torso. Placing a bright point of light over top of the heart. Gently moving your awareness down to the point of the right ribs and the point of the left ribs, and then down through the center of the belly, placing a star-like point of light onto the belly button. Shifting to the left hip bones, a star-like point of light, and then to the right hip bones. Awareness now falling into the center of the pelvis, placing a star-like point of light in this area. Then down to the tip of the tailbone, a star-like point of light. Moving downward now throughout the right leg, placing a star-like point of light upon the kneecap, upon the right ankle, the right heel, the right pinky toe, ring toe, right middle toe, right index toe, and finally the right big toe, placing upon each one a star-like point of light. Shifting your awareness back up throughout the entire right leg, and coming over down through the left leg, placing upon the left kneecap a star-like point of light, and then shining your awareness down the left leg to the left ankle, the left heel, the left pinky toe, the left ring toe, middle toe, index toe, and finally the left big toe, a shining, twinkling point of light. Now shifting once again the awareness upwards, back to the base of the spine, and then following your awareness upwards throughout the spine, placing a star-like point of light upon each vertebra as you move up and up and up to the base of the skull, placing a star-like point of light, to the back of the skull, to the left side of the skull, to the right side of the skull, and finally placing a shining, twinkling star-like point of light onto the top of the head. Now become aware of all of these shining, twinkling points of light that you've placed upon the body. Envision that the body is illuminated beautifully by this soft glow that emits from each tiny point of light. And with the flow of your breath, with the inhale and the exhale washing through the body, you can imagine that lovely illumination glows and dims in time with the breath. Continue to melt into the expansion and contraction of your breath. Allow your focus to land back on the inhales and the exhales if the mind has begun to wander. Invite your mind's eye back into the vision of this beautiful grand constellation of light and awareness. Feel into the healing, radiant light that illuminates the body, growing brighter and shinier with each new breath you take. Now begin to draw your awareness back into the body, feeling its connection points into the floor or the bed. Know that with this practice, your connection to yourself, to your breath, to your body, and to the subconscious mind grows and strengthens. And know that with this strengthening connection comes with it a deeper understanding of yourself and of the ways in which we can begin to heal ourselves. Begin to provide our bodies with the beautiful nourishment that it so craves. And just allowing some movement now to creep back into the fingertips and the toes. If you are preparing to sleep now, you can simply drift away. And if you are preparing to rise and head back into the rest of your day, just do so really slowly and gradually, allowing the emergence of the mind back into the environment around you to be a very gentle, slow emergence. I hope you've enjoyed this Yoga Nidra practice, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.